All right, so we were talking about South America. So yes, South America has other countries like Brazil and Argentina and Chile. You can think of Argentina as the country that loves to tango dance. Oh, that's a great style of dancing, tango. It comes from Argentina, and that is part of South America. All right, now I would like to go back to North America where the 50 states are located. Where do you live? Are you part of Florida? Do you live in Florida? Do you live in Ohio? Do you live in Michigan? Do you live in North Carolina, Pennsylvania? Well, wherever you are at, I would like to talk about the Declaration of Independence. The Declaration of Independence, remember, gained freedom from England, the United Kingdom, England, in 1776, July 4th, 1776. Excellent. And I want to cover the 13 colonies or the 13 states. You can say either or word. So the 13 states or the 13 colonies, right? New Hampshire, Connecticut, Delaware, Georgia, Florida. Don't say Hawaii because we're not listing the 50 states. We are just naming the first 13. The first 13 states or colonies that helped to form the nation of the United States of America. How did the United States get conceived? How did the United States get formed? By the 13 colonies. You have to say that quickly. By the 13 colonies. By the 13 original states. It's the same word, colonies, states. Colonies and states, they mean the same thing. Okay. And when words have the same meaning, synonym words. You can also say they are synonymous. Synonymous and synonym words. All right, so here we go. I didn't say cinnamon, like a cinnamon bun. I said a synonym. They share the same meaning. Synonym. All right, so let's list these states in alphabetical order, with New Hampshire being the only state that is not part of the alphabetical order because it starts with N. But from there we go to Connecticut. We're going to say the 13 colonies, the 13 colonies, the 13 colonies formed a new nation. Created, formed. The 13 colonies, the 13 colonies, the 13 colonies formed a new nation. They formed a new nation. Now New Hampshire. New Hampshire, Connecticut, and Delaware. Georgia, Maryland, and Massachusetts. New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Virginia, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Virginia. All right, so let's say the last 1, 2, 3, 4. The last 4. Yes, get a poster and list them. That would be great. My daughter Victoria did this poster. She created this so beautifully. She put here the states and capitals of the first 13 colonies or 13 states. She memorized it. And I think that it took less than 30 minutes. Not kidding. All right, so let's do say the last 4. Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Virginia. You know, Pennsylvania is a very important state. Pennsylvania is the state where Philadelphia is the city that lives there. I get a little bit happy about this because sometimes people forget that Philadelphia is a city in the state of Pennsylvania. And the Declaration of Independence was signed in Philadelphia. You find the Liberty Bell in Philadelphia. You can find the Liberty Bell in Philadelphia in the state of Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is very interesting. In fact, Pennsylvania also has a chocolate Hershey's city. The city is called Hershey's for those Hershey chocolate. Yes. Pennsylvania is beautiful. Now, Philadelphia, again, is where we find the Liberty Bell and Independence Hall, where the Declaration of Independence was signed. All right, so let's do this again. The 13 colonies, the 13 colonies, the 13 colonies formed a new nation. New Hampshire, Connecticut, and Delaware. After Delaware, Georgia. Georgia, Maryland, Massachusetts. New Jersey, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Virginia, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Virginia. Okay, something else I would like to discuss. Rhode Island is part of those 13 original colonies. Do you understand that Rhode Island is the smallest state? It's the tiniest. It's the tiniest state out of the 50 states. Rhode Island. R-H-O-D-E. There's an H in there. R-H-O-D-E. In fact, it looks like this. Road. Not road to drive or, no. Rhode Island is R-H-O-D-E. And we know that island has a silent S in there, yes? Even though we don't say Iceland, we say island, but there is an S. So Rhode, R-H-O-D-E, island is the smallest, tiniest state. And I think it would sound like this, but maybe not. Because even though it's very small, it has twice the population of Alaska, and Alaska is a humongous state. Alaska is a state, very cold state, but it's very large. Yes, and then Rhode Island is a little tiny state, but with twice the population. What does population mean? People. After all, it starts with the letter P. People who need people. Okay, so population and people, they start with the letter P. So Rhode Island is the tiniest state. Something else I want to mention to you. We say New Hampshire, Connecticut, Delaware, Georgia, Maryland, Massachusetts, 2 M's. And then we have 3 N's. New Jersey, New York, North Carolina. After you say those 3 N's, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, then we move on to Pennsylvania, the state with the Declaration of Independence was signed. Rhode Island, the tiniest state. South Carolina and Virginia. Yes, Virginia. You can actually go to Virginia and see Thomas Jefferson's house, Monticello. Thomas Jefferson had a name for his house? Yes, he called it Monticello. It's in the state of Virginia, and Virginia is one of those 13 original states or colonies. This is fascinating. I hope you're liking this. All right, here we go. The 13 colonies, the 13 colonies, the 13 colonies formed a new nation. New Hampshire, Connecticut, and Delaware, Georgia, Maryland, and Massachusetts, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Virginia, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Virginia. I bet you won't forget the smallest state. What is the smallest state out of the 50 states in the United States of America? That's right, Rhode Island.